While Ryan and Walker were on the run, which was for a period of 17 days, they carried out a bank robbery and the police were looking for them all over the place, and the media was full of statements about these men are killers, very dangerous men, and there was a hue and cry seeking information from the public and warning the public to the stage that long before I was involved in the case, they were rumoured to be on the run in Elwood. I was living at Caulfield at the time. My wife said to me every day, "Hurry home." She said, Ryan and Walker are on the loose. She said, "I don't want to be here on my own at night." And I said, "They're not going to come here." Then when I told her I'd been offered the brief and accepted it, she said, "Get him off and don't come home." And that was her feeling. And it persisted as her feeling until some of her friends asked her about the case when it started to get publicity. And I never discussed my cases at home or took work home. But he was about to give evidence. People assumed Stella knew more about it than they did, which was untrue. And I said to her, because I was working round the clock on this case, I said, "Look, he's going to give evidence tomorrow. I'll get you a seat in court. You come and hear him. I don't want to discuss it." She heard him give evidence. She came home and she said he's innocent. And that changed her view. However, I became convinced that he couldn't have done it and that he didn't do it. And I came to like him in breach of my general upbringing that you don't identify with a client. I did identify with him. And although I was then in favour of capital punishment until the Ryan case, I felt that there was an innocent man who had been executed. And from my own general experience, I didn't think the death penalty deterred anyone from committing murder, because I'm convinced that you and I could kill somebody if we were in a position where our own life depended upon it. And I'd like to think you or I couldn't break into a bank. But the pugnacious instinct is inherent in all of us. And it may be self-defence and justifiable homicide, but I believe you and I could kill someone. But that, and my experience with rehabilitation of convicted murderers, up till then anyway, was that usually it was a one-off offence. A killing of somebody close to them within the family grouping. That's before the days of contract killings and drug-related murders. And that got me thinking that playing God and deciding who is unfit to live amongst us in this world as a free citizen is not our role. And I've faced death myself, not only during the war, but in life-threatening illnesses. I'm not afraid of death. It's an inevitable part of living, but putting somebody to death by our own actions, I don't think achieves any of the aims of punishment. It's neither a deterrent to other people, nor is it an effective punishment fitting the crime in the way that possibly imprisonment is, even long-term imprisonment, because the ultimate end means that the convicted person is set loose again in society, and rehabilitation should be the aim. I think that's possible and even probable, but I'm discounting in that those who are drug addicts and those who are cold-blooded contract killers.